Hi, welcome back guys to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to be the most productive student of 2021. We all want 21 to be the best year possible. We all want to get our 4.0s and perfect scores on whatever exams we're taking. But to do this is no easy feat, and to do this you have to be super productive and super disciplined. So how exactly can we maximize our productivity as students, especially with all these distractions going around? My first major tip is using browser extensions on your desktop. As students, we are bounded by our laptop. It is literally our best friend. We take it everywhere, especially if you're a college student. And software makes our life easier. So why don't people take advantage of it? Why? I really don't know.
I don't know.
I think browser extensions just don't market themselves enough, so a lot of students aren't aware of them. But one of the browser extensions I would highly recommend is Momentum. And this is not sponsored. Momentum is a very simple Chrome extension that allows you to create multiple to-do lists so that you can plan and organize your entire day. Every morning when I open my laptop, I write exactly what I need to do for the day on one fat to-do list. And I use this to-do list throughout the day. Every time I complete one of the tasks on it, I mark it out, and I feel accomplished. Each time I click that check mark, I'm like, wow, I did another task today. I'm almost done my to-do list. And sometimes, unfortunately, I do have to add more, but it is what it is. And the more you add, the more you cross out, and the better you feel. And on top of that, by creating these to-do lists, you can monitor how productive you've been throughout the day. Because if it's 8 p.m. and you see that you've only done one task on your to-do list, you can reevaluate yourself and be like, maybe I should be more productive in my day. And one nice little touch it has is the little quote they have at the bottom that gives you that extra boost of motivation. The second major thing I want you all to do is design a thorough, very thorough study regime. Now, I've created a video where I show my own study regime if you guys want to check that out. But in college, whenever a friend asks me for help, they say, hey, how do you have a 4.0? Well, I tell them I design a study regime and I follow it. And this study regime is mainly for exams, but it can be used for homeworks, quizzes, whatever. The point is, you want to design a study regime that fits your time frame. Know when you are most productive. Know when you like to do work. Know when you are partying, when you don't like to do work. What days you don't like to do work. What days you do like to do work. For example, I'm sure you don't want to include Friday nights as a studying time frame because that's when you party. And while it does suck that we have to, take exams and we stress out just to get an A on an exam, and that's the current educational system we live in, so we just have to adapt to it. And if you want that A on that exam, especially if it's a college final or even a college midterm, a study regime is important because most students aren't able to binge study, and if they try or if they do, they end up not retaining like 50% of the information they cover. So at that point, what's the point of it? Now, I do recommend studying at night. I've said this in numerous videos simply because studying at night helps you retain information much better, especially when you sleep right after. Now, one thing I would like to add is if you are a morning person and you feel like you study best in the morning, the brain acquisition window is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you're studying within these times, you are retaining the maximum amount of information you possibly can. So whether it be studying at the morning time frame from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or towards the night, maybe from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., it really doesn't matter as long as you are studying within the time frame, maybe plus or minus 1 hour. So please, create a study regime that fits you. And this brings me to my next point. This next point is tailored to college students, but some high school students have a very exuberant social life. So this can be applied to you as well. Now, a lot of students my age, like 19, 20 years old, struggle with this, and that is completing your work before you go out. Or when you enter cool down mode, which is basically when you chill, watch Netflix, whatever. Now, this can be quite challenging. A lot of people tend to leave their work and go out to party, and then they end up coming back maybe hungover, and then they don't finish their work and they get an F on their exam. So to avoid this, what I like to do is follow a 100%/30% rule. What this rule is that I finish 100% of my immediate work. What I mean by immediate work is I finish all the work due within the next 24 hours. And then if I have time, say my party time is at 10 p.m. and it's 9 p.m. and I've already finished all the work due within the next 24 hours, I like to try to finish 30% of the work that's due within the next 5 to 7 days. This way I stay on top of my work, and as a student, anything can come up. Maybe one exam hits you really hard, so you start dedicating more time to that class, and then you think you may fall behind in other classes. That's why staying on top of your work and finishing work ahead of time will compensate for when life hits you hard. Or in my case, when my computer science algorithm class hit me hard. So if you follow this 100/30% rule, and of course you can edit the numbers so it fits your needs, then I guarantee you guys that you will stay on top of your work, and you will feel more free and more open, and you will feel like you have lots of days to do work, and you basically won't feel suffocated like most college students do. And now this cool down idea brings me to my very last point, and that is to reserve a day where you only do 10 to 20% of your work. Now, for a productive student, this may be like, whoa, no days off. But at the end of the day, you don't want to get burnt out. And a lot of students end up getting burnt out because for most students, once they get burnt out, that's what really causes them to fall behind classes and fall behind work in general. So that's one thing you want to avoid, and maybe taking one day to just, rest and chill out and just do like minimal work will really help you in the long term and will keep you at a good pace in terms of finishing work, staying productive, and just having fun overall. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to just be a workaholic and just work for the rest of your life. You want to enjoy and have fun, right? And especially if you're 19 or 20 years old, because this is usually when you're entering your junior year or senior year of college, and this is where work piles up a lot. So avoid that burnout at all costs. If you feel really burnt out, just get a bucket of ice and dump it over your head. But I do think by following these things, you can be like 5 to 7 times more productive, maybe even 10 times, 20 times more productive if you really go hand with these rules. But I am interested in knowing what you guys do to stay on top of your work and to maximize your productivity. So be sure to comment down below exactly what you do. Maybe that can help other students as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, hit the bell, and subscribe. A lot of new things to come. And plus, it really helps the channel out. And thank you guys for watching. Peace out, dude. Peace out, dude. Peace.